We are ready to code the application. So let's jump to it. This is what we did for creating the logo using Whisk. We created the style guide and design system using Gemini. We built the UI using Stitch, and now we're going to use Firebase to actually code the application. So I did cheat after our last video. I like this design, but I just felt like users are going to be using their phone pretty much like 95% of the time to schedule an event, and there's just too much stuff going on. It's actually look cool, but functionally, I just wanted to slim it down to literally just like a calendar, and then you press on dates, and that's it. So I simplified it to this, and then I didn't need a dark mode and a confirm and submit. Literally tap any date to vote instantly. Yeah, so this is what I want. Another one screen app. I will be building more than one screen apps in the future. I think I just wanted to get a few easy ones out the door. And of course, put in the comments anything you guys like to see. Let's do this. Okay, go to more. If there's multiple screens, make sure you select all the screens you want to export. Here, I only have one screen to export. What's the difference between export to .zip or download? That's a good question. I will try the differences next time and get back to you on that. I kind of want to just do download because I'm one of those people. Export to zip or download? I had a coin right now. Oh, yeah, let's download. Okay, download it. Oh, actually, let's see. So let's check the download. It's probably the same thing because it's still a zip. Okay, unzip. Yeah, it is the same thing. Okay, it's good. Good to know. I am finding this out for you. Okay, so now let's create the Firebase project. All these are Google products. I swear I'm going to be using other folks. Google is not paying me to sponsor all their products. I'm doing this. Um, it's kind of like the workflow I've gotten used to the last month, but as you know, it's a very competitive space, and I'm actually a big fan of other products. So I will be demoing Replit, Bubble, Cursor, Cloud Code. I will be doing videos with other tools going forward. You know, it's like sometimes you just taste the cheesecake, and then you're kind of on this cheesecake binge for a while. But put on the comments, convert me to trying some key lime pie or something. I'm ready. I'm sure by next week there's going to be some amazing new product drops. So let me know what I should show you guys. Okay. And with that said, let's use another Google product. Schedule it. No, fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Creating project. This is a demo project. I will be creating another production project in the future, but because I'm too lazy to blur out the credentials from my videos, I just delete the project afterwards. That's what you get for being lazy. What if it's like a cooking show, and it's like, well, no, that's probably not the best analogy. Okay, so let's add authentication. I'm going to have folks that create the initial calendar for voting to actually require them to have a login, and then their friends can be unauthenticated. That's fine. Never tried it before, but that's the fun of vibe coding. Let's do it together. Email password, fine. I will be using this in the future too. I've actually done it before. It's pretty good, but I've been just a big fan of anti-gravity, the tool I'll be showing you in a second. Okay, email, that's fine. Okay, we're actually going to create a test user, and I will tell you why in a second. Let's call it. Okay, let's save this user and save this password. I was hoping it would suggest a password. Okay, we'll just make one up. Okay, so now we have a user and a password. Okay, so that is for authentication, and we're going to need to store data in a database. Let's use Firestore database. Create database, standard edition, database is fine. Production mode's okay. Okay, that's the database. Then we go into project overview, sorry, settings, project settings. We are going to create a web application, call it web app. You will enable hosting for yours, but this is just a demo, so I'm not going to enable hosting. On the production one, I'm going to copy this over here. Let's start building. Okay, so we have, okay, this is the zip that we downloaded earlier from Stitch. So this is the code that will kick us off. I'm going to build a new folder here called ScheduleIt. I'm going to call this ref for reference. Okay, let's prompt. Oh, sorry, I gotta move this folder here. Anti-gravity has something to start with. Yes, I do trust. Okay, Gemini 3. Okay, let's start this thing. So first thing I'm going to say, tell the LLM what this app does. Okay, let's attach the logo. So go here, go, drag it in there. Okay, I've attached the logo. Here is the style guide and design system. Okay, we created that with Gemini over here. Go down, copy, paste there. Oops, let's get rid of this thing. Let's see if this top part's okay. It's fine. Okay, so we have description of what the application does. We have the logo, style guide, and then the actual kind of building out the screen using Stitch. If you look in the reference folder, you'll see a screenshot and some code of what I want the experience to be. For the first person that creates the calendar, I do want that person to log in to create a calendar. Once he shares the link to the calendar, all of his friends that see the link don't need to log in, but they should at least be required to put in their name once that you can store as a local storage. This is a Firebase application, and here are the web app settings. Okay, going to give it the web app settings from here. Once you build out the site, test it with this user that I've already created. He can be the first user. And then the following users, you can test with an incognito browser, or you can just refresh the browser to make sure we can collect dates from multiple people who have the link. Feel free to ask me any qualifying questions before you start building. No qualifying questions, and I've been watching what it wants to do. This is why it's so much fun. Stuff that used to take a lot longer. It's crazy how well it understands my intentions. I think that's what blows people away is the fact that it can read between the lines and it can just kind of go off your context and fill in the blank. It, yeah. It says the application is built. Can you please test it with the username and password I provided earlier? It said there's some permission errors with the Firebase Firestore. Now I was watching it testing, and there was definitely something weird when it logged in. So I'm going to ask it. After you log in, I noticed it redirected to this weird route which returned a 404 period. Make sure you fix that period. I think you manually moved to the correct URL yourself. Period. The other thing is, can you update my permissions either using MCP or CLI? Period. Thank you. Okay, it did fix most things. I was watching it pretty good. Do I have to go through all these console errors? Good job, period. As you were testing, I was noticing stuff in the console. Okay, tree has some attributes. This one. Let's see if we can fix all these things. Okay, so it's pretty close. Looks like there's only 3 errors. Okay, let's see. Okay, so those errors shouldn't happen. Let's test this calendar that this person made. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, if we shared this URL, all the special characters here, we should see test admin January 14th in the past, but that's okay. Let's try it. So go here. Okay, test admin. So I'm going to say, let's pick a date on the 24th. My name is Ivor and vote. So I just tested with a different browser on this URL that you created. But when I tried to vote on a date, I got this error. Can you test the URL with a non-admin user and see if you can reproduce after you've fixed this or tried to address it? So it looks like the issue has been addressed. So then we will then go back here. Okay, notice that this one was voted by admin user. So I voted again, and this is voted by the guest user. Probably should say the names, but it's okay. 24. Then if I then go back here, fresh here. Oh, wow. It actually automatically updates. That's amazing. Okay, great. I think the only last change, I want to see some names. This is looking great, exclamation mark. Let's just add the ability to see the most popular dates ordered from most popular to least popular. And let's put some names beside those dates. And let's show this on the very bottom. Imagine everyone's looking at this screen on their phones. Everything look good? Popular dates is here. If we go over here, you also see popular dates. I do notice this console error, but let's see if I refresh if it's still there. Yeah, it is still there. We don't like errors. We like everything to be non-red. Okay, no more red errors there. Popular votes are here. Okay, another one-page app. Feel free to use ScheduleIt to schedule events with your friends. Another app in the books, everybody. Text me for any ideas or in the comments, just any ideas you guys have. And of course, I will be open sourcing this in GitHub, and there'll be a link to it from YouTube and also my website, startup.net. I will be deleting this Firebase project and then creating a new one with production credentials. Thanks, everyone. This was fun.